Yo, what's up guys, Mark from Wandering Souls back with a new collection update. This time vinyl. I've got 6 records to show you. Music wise, it goes everywhere in this video. There's some black metal in here. There is some heavy metal in here. There is some pop music in here. Yes, there's some thrash metal in here. It goes everywhere. So hopefully there's something for everyone. Yeah, let's dive into it and show what I've got. The first one is a band from Belgium. Started out as a hardcore band, and through the years they are evolved more to a post-black metal band. I'm talking about Oathbreaker. This is the newest release they have done. This is a single called Ease Me. It's a one-track single actually with 4 or 5 versions of that same song. Normally it's not, for me it's not interesting if the single is constantly the same songs, but these versions on this EP, let's sort of speak, are quite interesting, especially because if I see who has remixed them. Jesu, for example, or Chelsea Wolf, a remix. All very interesting. Ease Me is definitely a bit different than the older material. There are the faster moments on there, and the post vibe is still there. Overall, the vocals are from Caro are all clean on this song. In the past there were more harsh vocals also in the songs next to the cleans, but on this song she only sings clean. Yeah, but this is an interesting band. This is the first thing they have released since their hiatus. In 2019 they haven't done anything a bit, and for 2018 I think, up till 2017 they had released 3 albums, and then a studio session in 2017 or something, and then a year nothing, and they went on in 2019 and released this in 2020. But yeah, really interesting EP, although it's all the same song, it doesn't feel like the same song, and you're so into the song that you forget about the time, and then the EP is over. That's actually what happens here. But so it's really interesting. Released by Death Wish from United States. There's nothing more to add to this EP. Actually, you just have to listen to this if you are into post-black metal, post-metal, that kind of stuff. Yeah, really interesting. If you are not familiar with this band, it also features members of No Recess, Amon Ra, and Wiegedood. If you know those bands, you can get an idea where they go to. So yeah, that's also a bit what you get. I don't like the single as much as the previous albums. Previous album, Rhea, that's one of my favorite albums from them. That's a fantastic album. But nonetheless, I really enjoyed this EP, and yeah, definitely worth a look into. Although it's only one song in 5 versions, it's still interesting. Let's show you the back, and let's show you the inside. And here is some lyrics. There is a download code. Normally I won't give this download codes, but yeah, for now I will make an exception. So if you can read this, then you are the first come is first serve here. So labels of the vinyl. and this is just on black wax, so that's not really interesting. I think this was released in colored variants as well, but I bought this really cheap somewhere, and yeah, if I get it for fixed prices, I'm not gonna stumble for be doing difficult or whatever to it's still a cold one, you know, who cares. Most people say black vinyl sounds the best, possibly, but I also noticed that a lot of colored variants nowadays sounds pretty good as well. So yeah, you have to really have a really good sound setup to notice the difference. So in some cases, so it's not that interesting. All just black works. Anyways, I love a really good EP, Oathbreaker. Is me. Interesting release. Next up, a Dutch band project actually. It's a member from Hypothermia on drums, and Maurice from North of France on guitar and vocals. And Maurice is in tons of other bands and projects as well. Anyways, this is Dodenbezweerder with Vrees de Toorn van Wezens, Verscholen, Achter, Majestueuze, Vleugels. Yes, a Dutch mouthful. Anyways, released by Iron Bonehead last year, 2020. This is a black metal ambient project. Yeah, really raw sound. Yeah, kind of frightening atmosphere, like the cover says here. If you look at the cover, that's kind of bit the music sounds like as well. Yeah, really good project. All songs are in Dutch, so for foreigners it would probably yeah, hard to understand, and then also the song titles are really long, like Vrees de Toorn van de Wezens, Verscholen, Achter, de Majestueuze, Vleugels, or als het vuur van mijn toren is ontstoken, zal het branden tot in het diepste dodenrijk. Super long titles, stuff like that. Anyways, a really interesting project. I really enjoyed it. Inside sheet, and then the two dudes and lyrics. I think that's lyrics, or at least part of it. And the labels are like this, and just comes on black vinyl. Yeah, really interesting project. If you are not familiar with it, this is the only album they have released. They released some demos as well, I think, but overall this is the only full-length release they have done so far. So I'm curious what it will be in the future, but yeah, really interesting project. Dodenbezweerder with Vrees de Toorn van de Wezens, Verscholen, Achter, Majestueuze, Vleugels. And of course it comes stuck then, so never really on camera. Anyways, next up, some heavy power metal, I think. A bit of shock rock value to it as well. This is Lizzie Borden with Love You to Pieces, and this is the latest release I've got in my collection. This is released original in 1985. This is a 2017 reissue, but yeah, first album from this band from the US, I think. Named after a woman who killed her parents in the late 19th century, I think. Yeah, really interesting band. I really like it. Yeah, kind of shock rock value to it as well. Like I said, the stage performance looked pretty bloody. The songs are pretty shock value, like Flesh Eater, Psychopath, Red Rum. Lovely pieces. It's a kind of a macabre feel to it as well, concerning the Lizzie Borden story. And the funny thing is, Lizzie Borden was never convicted for the murder. She was accused to it, but there was never really proof. Although there are a lot of things, if it happened nowadays, that she would be convicted, but yeah, it's never solved the case. Of course, it's hard now to no evidence, no one to convict, but yeah, interesting enough. Yeah, back cover, and let's see what's inside, because there's a lot of stuff inside. First of all, there's the lyric sheet. Pretty sturdy paper as well, good quality. And there, it didn't want to listen to me. So, labels, classic metal blade sleeve. This one comes on black vinyl. I think there were colored variants as well on this, but it wasn't around in that store. And a really big poster here with the artwork and logo. And the back is just the artwork without a logo. Again, you can decide what you want to hang up. So yeah, that's the stuff that was inside the sleeve. But yeah, interesting band. Older 80s albums are really good from this band and worth picking up. There's some least newer albums as well. I think I heard one of them a couple of years ago, but I kind of forgot how good it is. It actually is. I really can't remember how it sounded. But this one's a really good album, definitely worth picking up. Maybe I'm gonna pick up some more from this band. I kinda dig it. Lizzie Borden with Love You, 2 pieces. Go grab it. If you like 80s heavy metal, definitely your thing is, then it's worth picking up. Next up, Fresh from the UK. And this is the second album from this band. This is Acid Rain with Obnoxious. And if you ask me, the cover of this album looks obnoxious as well. But hey, it is what it is. It's the original cover, so the back is just the other way around. Color wise, I mean. And the inside looks like this. Classic thrash. With a kind of a comic feel to it as well, but the music on this is pretty good, I have to say. When the band gets kicking and it really kicks you on the butt. Really good thrash metal. This is the second album released in 1990. This is scored a reissue from 2019, but yeah, comes on a really nice obnoxious pink vinyl. But yeah, I really like the color. Matches, of course, the artwork. If it was really weird color that didn't match. Yeah, I think if you do colored vinyl, at least match it with the cover. Then it's a really nice package. I think it's always really strange if you have a kind of color and then the vinyl color is way different. I think it kind of doesn't really fit, in my opinion, but sometimes record companies make weird decisions. Anyways, this is pretty good album. I have the newest album as well, so I need only the first one in their EP to complete the discography. But yeah, really good stuff. Definitely worth picking up. Good thrash. Let's have a drink here. My throat is going dry. Now it's for the record that people think, huh, you? Yes, me. It's the pop record. Anyways, a woman I got to know in 2019, I think. She had a single out back then called Strangers. I really enjoyed it actually. And this is a kind of an artist where I thought, should I buy something from her or not? A really long time I debated on that. During the year and in 2020 there were a lot of singles from this record, and I noticed I liked them all. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Normally this is not my type of music. As you guys know me, I'm not really a pop person. Pop music is most of the time stuff that I think, well, let's put it that way, is not for me. But sometimes there is an exception. Mostly that's music that's pretty dark or has something that really talks to me, like, hey, but this music is, it's kind of weird. It makes me kind of uplifting, kind of happy in some way. And yeah, it's weird. It's not a typical music for me, this album. But I still dig it. After it was released in 2019, so late 2019 somewhere, and is now at 2021, and I still like it. So yeah, I thought I need to pull the trigger, otherwise I'm fooling myself. So I pulled the trigger. I saw it. It was in the Netherlands pretty expensive, more than 25 all the time. So I went on Discogs and found it for 12 euros. So I thought, well, it has to come from the UK. So I ordered it together with the Acid Rain, which is also 12 euros or something. So I thought, well, let's get out the shipping costs and order both pretty cheap. This is Sigrid with Sucker Punch. Yes, it really looks poppy. Yeah, really, like I said, kind of uplifting stuff. Not really my kind of music, but it is kind of weird. Something that really talks to me. Sucker Punch was a single, Mine Right Now is a single, Basic is a single, Stranger is a single, Don't Feel Like Crying is a single, Don't Kill My Vibe was, I think, the very first single internationally. I think Dynamite was released as single, so there's a lot of singles on here. 12 songs, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 singles. And that during that period the singles released, it got me more and more. Yeah, kind of poppy and uplifting and up tempo, and other times slower or ballady music. But yeah, really interesting. She's an interesting voice as well. She has a really nice high clean, but also has that sometimes that raspy feeling on it, her voice as well. Yeah, really interesting music. And this is the download code. Who cares? If you're busy anyway, then you can check out yourself. Not I'm gonna download this, no I'm not, I already have the vinyl, so who cares. Comes with a booklet here, a really nice picture of the girl. I think she's pretty young as well, like 24 or something. And if you see her, she's looking very young, even younger than she actually is. That's kind of strange. Comes with a printed in the sleeve lyrics. More lyrics. And this one comes in a really nice colored vinyl. Kind of surprised that it was so cheap. There was the black one as well, I think, a picture disc and other color. But I thought this color was the most beautiful one, and for that price, for 12 euros, I'm not gonna knock it. Who cares? Yeah, interesting artist. Definitely is interested what she gonna do next. It's already 2 years since the last, since this album, so she's probably working on a new one. I think she has released a new single as well as from a soundtrack last year or something. I don't know. Could be wrong on that as well. I don't know. Anyways, Sigrid. Oh yeah, she's from Norway, by the way. Don't know if I already mentioned that, but yeah. So, and then the last one to close off in my own style. As you guys know me by now, there's also again more black metal, just to make the difference a bit bigger. This is Moonblood with Blut and Krieg, an album they did in 1997. It was really an album that was hard to obtain a lot of years, until Iron Bonet decided in 2014 let's reissue this fucker, because no one can obtain this. It's so hard to get. So they reissued this together with songs from the split with Bespader Mega, I think, which is this side, and that's really cool. They did both covers on the outside. The inside looks like this. And let's see, it's a double vinyl as well. It's on black wax, of course, fitting the album cover. And this is the other record. Not gonna pull it out, you guys probably can see it good enough here. And it also comes with a sheet. Pretty hard to read stuff like this if you have kind of written like hard to read lyrics, but it's kind of weird that a band choose to post lyrics in a booklet and then you can read it, but that's my opinion. Then leave the lyrics out, in my opinion, but yeah. I have a really unpopular opinion probably. But yeah, kind of raw, but kind of that also that epic feel to this band, and that's why I like them that much. They're a band from Germany. They don't have released a lot of albums, but demos and splits and that kind of stuff. They have released tons of it in the years. Don't think they're active anymore. Could be wrong, but they haven't released anything big, like said, a lot of albums. Only a couple. This original album was released in 1997, I think. The second album was released in 2000, and then don't think they have released any album after. If I'm wrong, sorry, but I don't think they have released anything after that one as album wise. But yeah, really good band from Germany, and not a lot of people talk about it. I only seen a few people, I think, probably Motley Crue, Forever One, I think, and maybe who else? Mike Seatown, maybe. I don't know. Could be wrong. Don't know. But for the rest, I don't have seen talk a lot of people about this album. I don't know why. It's a classic in German black metal. So yeah, Blood and Krieg by Moonblood. Yeah, great black metal from Germany. Definitely worth a look into if you are in that old style epic black metal, which Germany delivered a lot back in the day. Yeah, really good stuff. So yeah, that's my final update, guys. Hope you enjoyed it a bit. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. And also, yeah, check the stuff out I have shown you guys, and have fun with it. Yeah, even the pop records, even if you don't like pop, synth pop, stuff like that, just give it a listen. If you don't like, it's fine with me. I don't really care. There's a lot of other good stuff in this update as well. So anyways, cheers for tuning in, and hope to see you guys back soon with another video. I'm working on a lot of videos at the moment. I'm still trying to do other stuff as well, so I'm kind of busy. But we'll see when the videos pop up. They pop up, right? And yeah, that's it, guys. Cheers, and have a great day. Take care, and see you next time.